at me, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love in a simple way. And if you need to know while I'm still standing, you just
We made it to 1 year.
don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did.
My life pretty much changed. Decided to let go of my apartment, moved out, and started living in my car, doing the unthinkable, something that I never thought I would do, something I contemplated for a long time. And, 1 year later, times have changed, but I'm still in the same place. Now, I can take it as an accomplishment lasting that long, or I can take it as, like most people would, is why are you still in your car? After 1 year, you're still in your car, you haven't gone anywhere. I'm gonna choose to take it as an accomplishment to last this long for a whole year. Toughing it, figuring it out, and you have to, whether you agree with it or not, regardless of what you think about it, it is, I think I see it as someone who is sacrificing a lot. I think I sacrificed a lot, and I'm doing something most people wouldn't do to get to that ultimate goal of paying off my bills. And sometimes you have to do what you have to do, and that's just the way it is. I choose to do this. A lot of people would just continue to struggle and pay bills and pay rent and mortgage and all that. And I know, regardless of what anybody thinks of me, there's a bigger goal at the end of the tunnel that I can get to if I just sacrifice a little bit longer. I can tell you right now, 1 year later, that I feel things are actually looking up. I've done some side hustles. One of them is rover.com, where I signed up to be a dog sitter, dog walker.
Janet has to work late. Luckily, she also has a Rover walker for her dog.
I'm gonna be your hero.
Great day, huh, bud? Yeah.
The dog people are ready. Book a walker today on rover.com.
I loved dogs growing up, and this is actually more fun for me than anything. Now, will I get someone? I hope so, but I still have to build up myself, my profile on the site, and I still have to get some clients or customers and reviews, and then that's basically how it's built upon. But yeah, I've always wanted to sign up for something like that, and I grew up not having dogs. We had goldfishes and all that stuff, and it's not the same. So about a month ago or so, or weeks ago I should say, I started looking into different ways that I can have supplemental income on the side. But signed up as a dog walker, where I walk people's dogs. And also a dog sitter, where I would go to people's houses to watch their dogs for the night or whatnot, or while they're gone on a trip, which works out for me because I don't have a place anywhere. So if I can do that, great, that's awesome. The other thing that I signed up for, which is really cool if I get established, is on Airbnb. When people visit places, they have this option called experiences. And experiences is basically locals in the town that's offering different activities to do. And you get paid for it. Airbnb takes like 20% of it. And you just basically offer your talents or your whatever you're certified in or knowledgeable in. And you offer it to visitors coming down where you live on vacation. So, of course, Hawaii is like a top destination for a lot of people. And I signed up and I put what I'm good at, which is personal training and swim lessons. So it's been only about maybe probably about a week and a half or so. So I'm still waiting for clients, but I put myself out there on that one as well. The other side hustles, just, going to Goodwill, Savers, going to places where I can buy used things or things that people give away or donate and resell it for more. And that's the old school tactic, of the side hustle sales. I've been doing it since I was in my early 20s when I used to lifeguard. Me and my friend used to go to this place called Savers, and we used to buy stuff and then resell it or look at the value of it on eBay and then resell it for more. So you go in there and you put the time in and you pick it up and buy it and post it and sell it. And that's been one of my other side hustles. I'm at a good place right now, possibly more than any other time throughout this whole year. I've been really working hard, and that's really what the secret was. And it sounds stupid, but that really was the solution all this time. Is I was slacking in a lot of areas. I wasn't driving as much, and of course I wasn't making money. I was struggling. And there were times where you guys saw in previous episodes where my bank account was negative. But in the last few weeks, I started just putting in the work. And a funny thing happened. What do you know? I started making more money. So my bank account is at its best right now. I've never had this much money, to be honest with you, in possibly over a year. I don't know. It's been a long time. I'm just really at a good place. I fixed my car yesterday, and that costed me $700 something. And it was the first time that I didn't really stress about it because I had the money to spend. So I fixed it, and 700 is a lot. Let me put it that way. But it's way more when you only have like $100 something bucks in your account. And you have to, borrow from someone, or you have to just go negative on the account until you get the money. I feel really good. I feel like, if I just put in the work and I stay consistent and I don't make excuses, I don't get lazy, which I was doing for a long time, I'm going to be okay. There's always going to be things that's going to come in life that's, going to try to take you down, or bills, or your car breaks or something. There's always something. But you gotta bulletproof yourself, and you gotta have enough money in your bank account, and you gotta work. You gotta have that extra money. And I think one of my mistakes was I was just working just enough to survive. But now I know I have to work more, and I have to have that cushion of money, just in case for emergencies and whatnot. And as far as the bill paying, I'm still paying my bills. That's a long process, and that's going to take a while, and I completely accept that. I accept that I might be doing this for another year. I accept that. Recently I've been kind of looking into, more like, I would say not looking, but maybe the word is like dreaming and fantasizing of looking at different apartments and houses in the area, and just kind of like, I know I'm not going to get it, and I know I can't afford it right now, but just looking at it and just having the what if factor, And I think a lot of people do this too when they look at prices of trips. When they look around, they're like, oh, how much does it cost to go to Italy? And they know they're not going to go, but they can dream. So that's kind of what I've been doing lately, is I've just been looking at it and, call it motivation, call it dreaming, whatever it is. But I've been looking at it and just kind of like saying, what if I can live there someday? It's nice. It's nice to think about. It's nice to look at. So I've been doing that. a year living in your car will humble you, and you'll appreciate things more than you would if you had an apartment or house. And I still have my times, trust me, that I wanna have a room. I wanna have a normal life. Yes, I do. I really do. But then I remind myself again of why I'm doing this. I remind myself that I can hang on a little bit longer, and I can get rid of these bills once and for all, because that's the ultimate goal. And then I can live a good life without having to worry about them. Now, my friend asked me the other day, and I will get this question, obviously. Can you afford an apartment at this point? Can you afford a room? The answer is probably yes. I can afford an apartment. I could definitely afford a room, but then you see, that's $500 to $900 that I could be putting towards my bills and get rid of my bills faster. If I didn't have the bills, could I afford it? Most definitely. I'll be living really comfortable if I didn't have the bills, but I have the bills, so the bills cancels out my income and a lot of what I make. So the only secret, not really a secret, but the only maybe the secret weapon, the solution to this, is to work hard and work often. And Monday through Sunday, doesn't matter, days off, holidays, I'm working, I'm driving as much as I can. The other week I made $700 something in a week just driving Lyft, and that's a lot. And it goes to show you, and it proved to me, that when I finally put my mind to something, when I finally just work, put my head down and work, the amazing things that I can accomplish off of just doing that. So that's 1 year living in a car and being homeless, or I should say houseless. That's what we're still gonna call it to this day, houseless. And here I am. Happy 1 year anniversary. Those were lessons I've learned. These are the changes that has happened, and I continue to move forward. And I wish I could tell you more, but I'm still paying off my bills. But you know what? Things are looking up, and I think I'm doing pretty good. And I'm just gonna hang in there. I hope that I can be out of this situation by at least the 2 year anniversary. I hope so. But man, what a ride it's been. I've learned a lot, and hopefully you guys have, you've been a part of this journey, and hopefully you've enjoyed this journey. Hopefully you've learned a little bit as well. Or at least at the most, what these videos can do is to make you humble and make you grateful for what you have. And I tell a lot of people that you don't know what broke is, guys. You don't know. And you don't want to know. You don't want to be in the spot that I'm in right now. You don't want to. But don't say you're broke. Don't say, oh man, I don't have enough money. Trust me, broke is when you can't even afford a place to stay and you're living in your car and all you do is work. I know what broke is, and you're not broke. You just have to save your money better. You have to spend it wisely, and you have to work harder, and that's all it is. So if you're struggling out there and you don't know where to go, you might have to do the unthinkable. You might have to do something like this, where you sacrifice to get to the ultimate goal of financial freedom, or not having to worry about your bills, or the financial burden and all those things that people struggle with in America and all over the world. You might have to do something extreme, as I did for a year and beyond. But how bad do you really want it? A lot of you will say, I don't have to go to that lengths. I don't have to do that. Well, maybe you might not have to. But what if you did? What if you did something so extreme that it would get you out of the hole that you're in? That you wouldn't have all the stress and the worries and everything that you're carrying on your shoulders if you just sacrifice for a year or months to get to where you want to be. Think about it. This is not the most popular answer, but I mean, I am saving a lot of money, and I am paying off bills, and I'm getting further than the average person would having a mortgage or rent every month. And I don't know where this is going to end up, guys. I don't know how this is going to end, but it's looking pretty bright. And I can tell you this much. I think it's going to be a good ending. I really do. And thank you for following this journey with me. And thank you for the support. Thank you for believing in me. We're not done yet. This is not over. And we're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep working. We're going to keep hustling. And I know, like I've talked about before, that video will come of me celebrating and having my own place and not having the worries that I do. I know. And I can travel and I can do all the things I want with more money, less financial burden, and I'm looking forward to it. So here's to 1 year. We're going to celebrate, yes. This is not something to be ashamed about or anything. I survived for a year, and I'm telling you right now, I'm proud of it, and I'm proud of my progress, and I'm in a good place, and yeah, we're celebrating. Happy anniversary. Thanks for watching, and here's to 1 year, and I'm not going to say many more. This isn't one of those celebrations, but here's to surviving and making it for a year. Keep watching.
Picking up the pieces of my